to have another operation.
I thought he had one after the explosion.
He's got to have a spine refixated.
Oh, shouldn't the first operation go right then?
Well, he's had an accident and now they've got to put right the damage that's caused.
I can't believe it, can you? All this suffering just because... just saying, all this suffering just because Ron Dixon's stove wasn't fitted right. Well, so Jimmy says, you know. Got us off that builder fella, you know, the new one across the close.
Oh, Greg, yeah. Well, let's just wait and see what the health and safety come up with, eh?
Yeah, I hope everything goes all right for him. Better go off, see how Kylie's doing.
I heard she's all right now.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's doing great. Much better, thanks.
Oh, good.
Oh. It's all right for you, love. See ya.
Ta-ra.
There he is.
I just don't like the idea of him knowing where we live.
Well, if he causes any trouble, we'll just contact the police and he'll be carted straight back to prison.
How can you be so matter-of-fact?
Sorry?
I abandoned him, remember? I got away with it and he went to prison for 18 years. And the minute he's out, he comes straight here and you don't think I have any reason to be worried?
And he came to see Louise because of that piece in the newspaper.
Oh, it'd be too much of a coincidence.
The word you're looking for is circumstance. It was bound to happen as soon as Louise knocked on that door. She didn't just arrive here with a burning desire to fulfill a childhood fantasy. She had a whole stack of baggage, which is your past. That's all.
Yes. My past as a co-conspirator in burglary and attempted murder. It's just the idea of his presence.
I think we better talk about this later.
I've just phoned Marcus and he wants me to go out with him today.
Go out with him? Well, where? To do what?
Well, he's got tons of things to do. He wants me to help him.
Well, like what?
Well, he has to change his bank account and he wants to find a flat or a bedsit, something the probation service will approve of. And then I thought I'd show him around town a bit. What do you think?
Well, I think you'd be a great help to him. So much has changed since he went to prison.
I've got to go to work. I'll see you both later.
Bye.
Bye. So, Eleanor's not best pleased then.
What would you be if you found your daughter visiting prisons behind your back? Oh, she'll come round.
You don't mind, do you? I mean, you did let him into your house the other night.
I seem to remember that my options were quite, limited.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just so...
Excited?
Yeah, I suppose I was, really. And still am. So you're not worried about letting Eleanor see her old flame, then?
No, of course not. I just want him to get to know you.
You do like him, don't you? I mean, Eleanor keeps making out he's some kind of monster, but he's not like that at all, is he? I mean, he couldn't have been nicer to you two, could he?
Oh, he certainly surprised me. He seems an interesting kind of guy, what I saw of him.
That's exactly what I thought when I first met him. I hope you and Eleanor can get on OK with him.
Try not to wake her, Mum. The doctor says she's to have lots of rest.
I wish I'd caught her awake, just to see her smile again.
She's had plenty of smiles. Honest, Mum, she's fine. And the doctor says he's just about 100% sure there's no damage to the brain or anything.
Oh, God, that's a relief. Do you know, I've hardly slept a wink since that explosion.
Me neither. I've had plenty of time to think, though. And I've decided all I'm interested in is what's best for her. Everything I've done over the last few years has been a disaster. I was just thinking about myself when I was with Gary, Mike Dixon, Barry Grant. And you were right. I should have been thinking about her, not myself.
At least you're seeing some sense.
I mean, I was stupid, running around looking for romance and excitement and everything, when I should have been a proper mother to Kylie. Things are going to be different from now on, though. Now I've got Peter.
What?
Well, it was me and Peter talking, well, arguing that woke it up.
So?
Well, can't you see? It was like it was fate.
What does that mean?
Well, just think about it, Mum. All those months of me and Peter struggling with each other, all the grief between us, it was like it was leading up to that moment when we started arguing with each other. Mum, it was us bickering like a proper couple that shook her out of it.
We're talking about fate, stupid. It's how you feel about someone, love. How do you feel about Peter?
He wants me, and I'll have him. I mean, you know how much he loves Kylie. He'll make a brilliant dad to Kylie. And that's what she needs right now. A proper family. And a mum and dad who will love her.
Did you get to talk to him before he went down?
Yeah, babe. He's so depressed having to have another operation. Why was he so stupid trying to get up like that? What did you say to him?
I told him to be more realistic, that's all. He kept going on about everything being fine when obviously it wasn't.
So we tried to prove you wrong. God in heaven. You know what he's like. If you try and put him down, he'll move heaven and earth to try and prove you wrong. He's been doing that to me for years.
If I'd known him better, I wouldn't have said anything. He accused me of not caring for him or supporting him, and I do, you know, love, I really do.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I can't expect you to know him as well as I do. I suppose I've been kidding myself about his future and all. Can't blame you for trying to help.
Just wish I hadn't now.
Oh, you're trying your best, I know that.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, don't be like that. Listen, I know it sounds daft, but it shows me that you do care. I couldn't have coped without you. I'm worried sick.
Not this Thursday, Mrs. G. Next Thursday. Yeah, they're on order. That's okay. I'll see you then. Ta-ra.
Did you see that Jackie from the bar, Brookie? Huh? She wants to know when the flat's going to be ready.
She doesn't give up here, does she? What did you say?
Well, I told her to see you, didn't I?
It's a family business. You should be able to handle stuff like that.
Yeah, well, as far as I'm concerned, it's too much family and not enough business.
Look, I'll pay you the minute to get something in. I've had to shell out thousands to get this job going. It'll be worth it in the end.
Dad, I worked 29 hours overseas last week. I need the money.
I'll pay you as soon as I get something in. Listen, when you finish that, start moving them kitchen units up and round the back. They're blocking the back door of the kitchen.
Right.
Hello. You hang on, love. Oi, Katrina.
All right. Dad?
You woken up at all yet?
No. Why can't you and Kylie carry on without Peter, eh? You lived apart from Gary long enough.
I've told you, I wanted to have a proper family. Anyway, you're the one who kept pushing me into him, remember?
Are you in love with him?
I told you I've had enough with romance as well.
But it's important, love. I mean, you can't base the relationship on the fact he loves you and Kylie. What about you? If it's gonna work, you've got to love each other.
Mum, we're getting along fine.
Well, it's not good enough. Look at me and your dad. I mean, if we didn't love each other, we wouldn't still be together, would we? It's that that's kept us going all these years.
Is it?
Well, what else could it be, for God's sake?
Mum, I have seen you curse the ground he stood on. When he was knocking around with that Kathy from the bookies. When the police came round the house. And when he was on drugs.
Yeah, but I know he loves me. And I certainly love him.
Well, isn't it maybe because you get along all right most of the time? You're suited to each other. That's not about love.
Listen, I can still get butterflies in my stomach when I see your dad coming up the close, coming home to me. Now, do you still feel that about Peter?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
The same way you felt about Barry Grant?
I don't want to know about him. Thinking I was in love in the past has got me into trouble. I'm not going to let it screw up my future.
Yeah. Well, you've been around this place too long because you're not thinking straight.
Oh, no. My head's never been clearer. I've got all I need now. And I'm sticking with it.
Listen, love, why don't you go home for a couple of hours, eh? Get a kip. I'll call you the cab.
Can't afford taxis. I've got no wages this week for being off so much.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of having a word with the fella that bought me window round. Well, I'm earning nothing at the moment either, am I? So.
What about your shop and the insurance?
Well, I can't claim off the building insurance because I was only renting. And I don't know about the stock that was destroyed because the insurance haven't got back to me yet.
Well, couldn't you get some more stuff to sell?
Cleaned myself out buying the house, didn't I? And anyway, even if we did have the money, I wouldn't be able to drive around doing house clearances with these crutches and plaster.
Well, how are you going to buy your window round back?
Well, I was going to ask him if there'd be any jobs going when my leg was better, you know, and work for him, like.
It's frightening, isn't it? One leaking gas pipe and it can change everyone's lives just like that.
I know. I'm sorry it's come to this. But listen, if I don't get anything on the windows, I'll find something, don't worry.
I know you will, love.
I don't know, I was doing all right when we first met, wasn't I? God, I feel so hopeless being like this and broke.
Well, don't. I don't think any less of you. And what's not having a job mean when you think of our Ben? One stupid accident and he might never walk again.
Any more tea left in that flask, son? I tell you what, if we keep going so dark, we'll be well out on this place.
Is there any chance of me having the night off? Because me and Katrina and a couple of others want to go down to Chester.
Does it have to be tonight?
I've worked me backside off for the last couple of weeks.
I know, but we've got to make the most of the light nights. What's wrong with the weekend?
Well, they're going to go tonight.
I can't spare you, son. Just leave it, eh?
That's 240, please, mate. Cheers, now. See ya. Hey, what are you doing here at this time?
Miss Spence let me out because I forgot my maths books.
I suppose you want some tips for on the way back.
I've had me dinner in school. Can I have some pocket money instead?
You had it on Saturday.
Can I have next Saturday's now then?
Well, what have you done with the last lot?
It's just gone. I went to town with Gillian, didn't I?
Well, what are you going to do at the weekend? I mean, if you have it now, you can't have it again on Saturday.
Oh, Dad, just this once. I need it.
Not until you tell me what for.
Dad,
Go on, tell me, and then you can have it early, just this once.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm sorry, Gemma, but unless I know what you're going to spend it on, you can't have it. Go on, tell me.
I just told you I don't want to.
Well, then I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait.
Why, Dad, to know everything I do?
Gemma!
This isn't fair. I've been in work since 7 this morning. All I'm asking for is the night off.
You can have all the nights off you want once I've broken the back of this job. All right, love.
What's up with your face?
Driven by hormones, not ambition.
Accepted his father, then.
Look, all I want is the night off. It's not too much to ask.
There's too much on here, Anita.
Do work all day Sunday and Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and I still haven't been paid.
Cash flows up the wall, love. Perhaps you can tell him that. You do the books.
Yeah, have the night off.
I need him here, work.
You can have the night off and all.
Nice one, man. Cheers.
Just make sure to get it back when you do get paid.
Hey, and don't be out till all hours, 7 o'clock start in the morning. Why'd you go and do that? You know we're running behind.
It's because you've both been working too hard, that's why.
But it's a plum of a job and it'll get us a step closer to doing our own house.
Oh, Gregory, if I believed that, I'd be up there with you. But a night off won't do either of you any harm.
Look, there's still things
Look,
I can be...
read my lips. No more work tonight. Get packed up and I'll have cod chips and mushy peas. It's not the only one driven by his hormones, you know.
Have you been back to the Aussie?
No, last time I phoned, he was still under the anaesthetic, so... Right, how much?
Yeah, have it on me.
Come on, Mick, I'm not a charity case yet, you know.
Yeah, and you're not earning either, are you?
Thanks.
Yeah, just hope you're telling everybody.
Cheers, mate. Right, I'll go off.
Listen, Sin, there's a favour you can do for me. Have you noticed any difference in our Gemma recently?
Gemma? No, what?
She's been dead secretive, like. I mean, the other day I caused her hiding something in her bag, and today she wanted her pocket money early.
Don't think she started smoking, do you?
Well, it could be that. It's dead worrying, you know, Sin. What if it's something worse? And we expelled a kid for doing drugs last term, you know.
Come on, Mick, I don't think your Gemma would get involved with drugs.
And that's what they all say. I'm sure even Jack Straw said that at one point.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I were you, I'd have a word with your Leo. See who she's hanging out with in school, and listen, I've got to go, mate, OK?
All right, look, give my love to Carmen and Benny.
I will do. And thanks for the jockeys.
As soon as our car is home, we're having a party. I don't care how broke we are. Hey, did I tell you to phone the Echo? Told them she was conscious and on the mend.
Haven't we had enough newspapers, love?
Well, it's about time they printed some good news for a change, and this is good news. Come on, love, what's wrong? This is the best news we've had for ages. Why the gob?
So, Lindsay, she's thinking about getting back with Peter.
Oh, aye. Bet you made up, haven't you?
I'm not so sure.
You are. All through that business with Granty, you were trying to push her back into Peter's arms.
Yeah, well, maybe I was, but she's moving too fast, Jim.
She wants a dad for Kylie and she's grabbing the first available bloke.
Love, Peter is mad about her. He's got a good job and everything.
But she doesn't love him. She's not in love with him, Jimmy. It's not enough, this easygoing thing between them. I don't want her making a mistake.
Isn't she old enough to make up her own mind? You can't be telling her what to do forever, you know.
No, I just want her to slow down a bit and think things through.
Where are you going?
To try and talk some sense into her. I mean, if she is going to make a go of this thing with Peter, I think she should wait, you know, till things have calmed down a bit, got back to normal.
Jackie, don't get involved. She's got to learn by her own mistakes.
She's not in love with him, Jimmy, and I don't want her to make any more mistakes.
Well, you're wasting your time, because she's going to do what she wants to do anyway.
Yeah, well, I can't just sit back, you know, and watch her rush into another disaster. Not without trying to make her think.
Still feeling hormonal, and Howie, babe?
Well, it depends on those mushy peas.
I got an extra portion off me. Are the nomads in or out?
On our own till now.
Yes. So what kind of day got you in this mood?
I had a meeting with the managing director. He's pressed me to accept this payoff for Ginger.
Oh, I could see that'd do it.
It's not as straightforward as the first thought.
She got caught nicking chickens. Most places have brought the police in. I think she's dead lucky to be offered 4,000 quid to do one.
Yeah, so do I. But there's one added ingredient. She was only having an affair with the general manager. The guy who's trying to push her out.
Hey, I hope not expecting me to play out some chicken packer's sexual fantasy.
All right, joke over. Look, she swears she never took those chickens, and I believe her, but I can't prove they were planted.
Well, it's a neat way of getting rid of some young girl when you've had enough of it.
But it's not as simple as that. Why didn't he just call the police if it was like a case of suspected theft?
Probably because your general manager was scared of his wife finding out. And if the police dug too deep.
No way. Dad's been divorced for years.
All right, then, his regular girlfriend.
I don't know. All I do know is I'm under pressure for her to take the money and go.
So what did the managing director say about the affair?
He just wants us to take the money and run. He'll then raise money for reinvestment. No hassle, no strike threats or aggro. Not to mess up his share issue.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. To abide to MDs and not rock the boat, or do a stick up for this Ginger one. I, for one, wouldn't miss the silly little cow.
It's not like you. At the end of the day, you're selling her job. Will she be replaced?
Too right she will, and that's the trouble.
The dreaded fear of setting a precedent.
Well, we represent a workforce of women and girls. So what happens if one of the men, management or anyone else, gets the hots for someone that they fancy, and it all goes wrong? The management will just pay them £4,000 and kick her out.
Do you reckon they're that bad?
Well, that's it, I just don't know. There could be some poor girl out there getting sexually harassed, and as soon as she opens her mouth, they buy her off. It is a dangerous precedent. And enough to put you off your mushy peas.
Why are you worried?
Look, I know he's your father, but I just don't trust him.
You don't know him.
Well, I know what he was.
Yeah, exactly. Past tense. That was 18 years ago, and if you'd bothered to talk to him instead of hiding in here...
I don't want to talk to him. I never have. Your whole life should be testimony to that. Oh, I'm sorry, but... What does he want from me? I mean, do you know?
Aren't you getting a tiny bit paranoid?
Well, I'd agree if you hadn't been sneaking away behind my back to visit him in prison. So did he say anything today?
He told me to tell you he forgives you.
Forgives me? What for? He got me into a situation where he half killed an innocent man.
And he served his time for that. I just think you should talk to him about the way you ran away and left him.
Louise, it's Marcus for you.
I'll take it upstairs. Marcus, hi. Yeah, I'm fine.
He's working on her.
In what way?
It seems that history's being rewritten, casting me as the villain, running away and leaving the eco-warrior to face the dark forces of capitalism.
A touch of paranoia?
Well, don't you start. That's what she just said. And I know how it must sound, but it was all exciting to me when I was 18, the same age as Louise is. And, well, if he manipulated me, then what's to stop him manipulating her now?
Hi, Leo. Gemma.
All right, what are you doing?
Just some in my washing.
Ah,
Well, if this is some way of getting into my good book so you can get your pocket money early.
No.
Well, I still want to know what you want it for, young lady.
Doesn't matter, I'm going to my room.
Where's our Leo? I want a word.
He's upstairs.
Right.
Still asleep, Dan?
Yeah, she slept all day. What are you doing here so late?
Just thought I'd look in, you know.
She's fine, Mum.
Do you fancy a walk and a coffee?
Is this an excuse just to have another go at me about Peter?
Just thought we could think it all through a bit more, you know.
Leo, it's me. Can I have a word?
Just pop Mrs. Lowe, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course it is, James.
Where is he now?
He's in recovery.
Will we get to see him?
Yeah, when they take him to a ward.
Did they say how it went, like?
Well, we'll have to wait till we can speak to a doctor. Why was he in that explosion, eh? Why does it have to happen? Just seems so senseless. Something explodes and our Ben ends up like this.
Carmel, I do know something about how this happened. The health and safety officer said...
I don't want to know. All I know is my son could end up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. How is he going to cope with that, eh? Not because of a stupid gas leak.
You only want him because you can't have Barry. Barry's history, and Peter's second best.
You've got it all wrong. All I want is me, Peter and Kylie together. I'm finished with romance. All I want is a future.
And how long's it gonna last, eh? Living with a man where there's no love, no passion.
Why do you keep going on about that? I do love Peter. Well, not like you keep saying, but we're really good friends. And I know he can give me and Kylie a proper future, and that's all I'm saying, right?
Hey, what if Barry came back and his marriage was finished and he wanted you?
Oh, this is stupid.
No, you think about it. If that's how you feel about Peter, how could you resist a man that you do feel passion for?
I've told you. Barry is history.
Peter's a good lad, Linz. Don't you hate him again?
I've already decided what I'm doing, so just leave me alone, eh?
How do we Brits behave abroad? And are we any worse than other foreign holidaymakers? Secret cameras reveal what really goes on in a new series. The Tourist Trap is next on 4.
Come to see you.
Morning, Kylie. How are we this morning? Huh? Fine?
It's a good girl.
Let's have a little listen, shall we?
Just pop your jammies out. Hey, there's the girl.
Aye, aye.
How's Ben?
Have to wait and see.
Does that mean he won't be in the fire brigade anymore? done some brilliant things, climbing into burning houses and that.
Yeah, I know, son.
Are you ready? I'm grabbing.
Listen, James, do you want to go ahead? I want to have a word with Arlene.
Whatever, Mum.
Is there anything? See you later, babe.
See ya.
Right, Lee, I want the truth. Have you noticed how Gemma acting a bit funny these last couple of weeks?
No, why?
She's been knocking around with any different friends in school?
No, just the same as usual. Why?
Are you sure you haven't noticed anything different about her?
Nothing. Why? Tell me, Dad.
I'm not sure, but...
What?
I think she might be taking drugs.
Mr. and Mrs. Farnham must have been out of their minds taking you two in. This place only needed a lick over before you two turned up. When's your flat ready?
As soon as that Greg Shadwick pulls his finger out and gets it sorted.
Then let's hope someone puts a bomb up his backside, because it can't come soon enough for me.
No, me.
What was that?
Julia, aren't you going to be late for your stint at the salon?
Are you putting on weight?
Me? No chance.
You look a bit chubby to me.
If you must know, I've been on a diet and I've lost 5 pounds.
I hope you're not going to muck up that bathroom. Where you going?
To get changed.
Hello.
Have you heard from Lindsay?
Yeah.
Out next week, eh?
I know, she phoned me.
Brilliant news, isn't it? What a month, eh? I'm just going to go and get some chockies for Kyle's.
Oh, it's all right, love, don't bother. I've got her some sweets. Listen, you've already done plenty, you know, these last few weeks. Shouldn't you be thinking about going back to work?
Well, yeah, we're just getting the place back to normal, you know, but if Lindsay really needs me down there...
No, I'm sure she'll be fine. Listen, I'll tell you what, I'll get her to ring you from the hospital, shall I? All right?
All right.
I'll see you, love.
See you, Jack.
Gemma wouldn't take drugs. She'd be too scared.
Yeah, but lots of kids mess about with them, especially if they hang around with older kids.
Oh, Gemma wouldn't.
Lee, this is serious. Just think about it, will you? Have you noticed any difference in her behaviour at all?
No.
You know, she went for me the other day when I tried to take her swimming costume from her school bag. She's being all, I don't know, secretive, like.
She's not messing with drugs. She wouldn't.
How do you know for sure?
I just know.
How, son?
You know when you were taking them steroid pills for the bodybuilding and you were being dead nasty with us? That's what our Gemma knows about drugs and she's frightened of them. She's told me. I need to go to school.
Maybe you could do the chippy for your dad at dinner time, love. Lindsay was saying maybe you could cover the chippy, you know, for your dad at dinner time. He's got loads of college work to catch up on.
I can't, Mum.
Lindsay, we need you to go back to work, love. We need the money.
Well, I've just phoned Peter. I want to spend some time together.
I thought you'd be too busy now, you know, since the salon's open again.
We want to see each other.
We can't manage at the moment, love. We need an extra wage packet coming in. I mean, your dad needs to keep up with his college work. He's missed loads since the explosion.
I'm sorry, Mum. I don't want to go back to work till she's home. I need some time with Peter. Right. Should we tell the nurse you're ready to go on the big trolley?
Yeah.
It's Margie Shadwick, isn't it?
That's my daughter-in-law.
Never. You don't look old enough. Does she, Julia?
Hi, lad. You're either short-sighted, which means I'll be worried seeing you with a pair of scissors in your hand, or else all this small talk will add a few quid to the bill. Either way, can we drop the rest?
OK. What do you want?
4 quid's worth, no more.
Julia, you do it.
Oh, take no notice. Oh, he's a lovely lad. You just sit and make yourself comfortable over here, love. I'm sorry about all that noise. Is that son of yours banging upstairs?
He never stops. I know that gas explosion was terrible, but it's been a godsend to our Greg. Come October, he'll need all the money he can get.
Oh, aye.
Oh, Nikki, that's my granddaughter. Didn't I tell you? She's off to university.
Oh, you might have mentioned it, I think.
4 A-levels she's doing. She'll be the first Shadwick to do a degree. I can't wait to see her in her cap and gown.
Julia, where's Peter?
He went out to the front, didn't you see him?
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm in here asking where he is.
Is something wrong?
Nothing to worry you.
Little madam.
Who's she?
Peter's partner in this place. He'd be better off without her, if you ask me. All she's interested in is the money.
So who's going to do my hair if this Peter fella's gone missing?
Oh, the one on the end. Angela, can you see to Mrs. Chadwick, please? She's better than the others. Peter trained her, you see, and he wouldn't have bothered if she didn't have a bit of talent.
Anyone in?
Oh, you smell gorgeous. And what about Callie and your mum?
Well, Kylie's gone to the general ward for a few hours with the other kids and my mum won't be back for a bit.
Oh, it's been a long time, Linz.
Dad? Dad?
Here we go.
Never mind the coffee, you. Come here. Life's full of surprises, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come round here for a bit of lunch, look what happens. Still beats a bit of al tomato soup and a cheese sarnie, doesn't it?
Well, you never know your luck, do you?
No, you never do. Oh, I made up for little Kylie. Thought she was going to be in that hospital for months. Oh, brain damage.
Me as well. She's going to be out next week. And we can all be together again. If that's what you want.
Is it what you want?
Well, I want us to be an item. You know, a proper family. Me, you, and Kylie.
Yeah.
I just thought, you know, we could see each other again. Properly.
What do you mean, just seeing each other?
Why, what do you have in mind?
Well, why don't we all live together? I mean, we could start looking for a place to live straight away.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, I do, Linz. Well, it's not going to be easy, is it? I don't know what happened between you and him. Well, it's going to take time to forget it all, isn't it? But, well, I'm prepared to work at it and give you and Kylie a decent life. If you'll have me.
Of course I will. Peter, that's brilliant.
Good. Because when Kylie's home, we can start looking for a place to live straight away.
Think on, Nicola. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. A degree will be the making of you. And I don't want to have to be telling me friends you've changed your mind.
What's this, pre-A-level pep talk? Just in time to stay for tea, Jess.
Oh, no. I've got to get back to watch Jerry Springer.
I'm watching it.
Sorry, love, but I prefer to watch in comfort.
Point taken. Yeah, it looks nice if you had it done.
I went to that place where Julia works. I'm not sure I'll bother again.
No, it's nice.
Right, I'll see myself out. You keep your head down, love. You don't want to end up like that big brother of yours. You get those exams passed and make me proud. Ta-ra.
See you, Jess.
See ya.
I came home to have the house to myself. I haven't got a thing done. She's been here for ages. She's obsessed with me getting my degree.
Oh, she's proud of you, love. We all are. Look, you carry on with your work. Forget I'm here. All right. Do you want tea, love?
Just had one.
You can have sausages with us.
Sausages will be fine.
Sorry.
Okay, you've got the kettle. Do you feel left up with tea from the old fella?
Hey, I do enough catering in here without going in for the outside variety.
What is this pick on Jason Chadwick then?
Your nana's just left. Did you see her?
Nah, she's at it and all. She worse than the old fella. Could I take the van round at the weekends and move rubbish for her?
You can manage that.
No, I told her it was too busy on the parade. So she says, couldn't I do it at night?
Oh, you didn't refuse, did you?
Hey, I'm no bloody skivvy. Even if me dad and everyone else thinks so. No dog's body.
Oh, is Daddy giving you the hard time for staying out all night?
Look, it's all right for you. You've only got to pass your A-levels and then it's off to university. 3 years messing round, having a laugh, and you walk straight into a top job.
It's not like that.
Pack it in.
It's not like that. You mucked up at school, so you don't know what the pressure's like. What happens if I don't get these A-levels, eh? I didn't even think about it. I'm not a machine, and I can't handle it.
Did you have to wind it up?
God, I suppose I have to play for that and all.
Hey, Lynn, they're making new flats above the shops. You think we can get one when they're finished?
Oh, God, no. What about Carly? She'd be terrified. She couldn't go anywhere near.
Bang. Bad idea.
Look, I think we should find somewhere else, but, you know, somewhere a bit closer to work. Hiya, Mum.
Hi, Jack.
Oh? So you've had your dinner, then?
Yeah. Listen, Linz, I'm just going to nip down to the salon, OK?
Yeah, right.
I'll see you at the Aussie later, yeah?
Yeah, I'll phone you.
OK, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye. See you, Jack.
Try.
Do you want some coffee?
So what's been going on here, then, as if I didn't know?
OK. We went to bed. I am 25 years old, Mum.
Oh, yeah. You went to bed. But I bet it wasn't a suggestion, was it?
Well, it just happened.
Oh, yeah, it just happened because you thought you'd push things along between the two of you.
It wasn't like that.
You took him to bed to make sure of him, didn't you?
I didn't need to make sure of him.
Oh, I think you did. It was your way of getting him back good style.
There's no need.
Oh, isn't there?
He already wanted me back.
And when did he tell you that, Lindsay? Before or after you spent some time together?
Mum, he wants me back. And that's all that matters. He wants Carly and all. He wants to find a place for us to live together.
Oh, did you put that idea in his mind as well when you were up there?
No, it was all his idea and I'm going along with it. We're going to start looking for a place as soon as Carly comes out.
Nothing ever changes with you, does it? Everything on impulse. You know it all.
Mum, stop worrying, will you? Look, since the accident and what Carly and everything, I've changed. Why can't you just believe me, eh?
I wish to God I could.
Look, I know it's not going to be a bed of roses and, well, I know my feelings for Peter aren't quite the same as his are for me. But I'm willing to work at it. And so is he.
But you don't really love him.
But I care enough about him to have a go. OK, I don't get butterflies in my stomach about him, but I care. I really do care. And I think we can make a go of it. There is enough between us.
Enough not to break his heart again, no matter what happens.
Yeah. I know what I want. And Peter's a big part of it.
Peter, where have you been for hours?
I just went to see Kylie.
Oh, yeah. Funny, but I heard you wasn't home till next week. And how come I saw you and Lindsay going over to the courthouse?
Jackie, what I do in my private life is my business.
Exactly. Anyway, I haven't come to discuss that. Can you spare a minute?
Yeah.
Do you want us to get fined or something?
Hey?
Well, in case you've forgotten, this is all VAT stuff. You should have done the return 6 days ago.
God, Jack, I'm sorry. It just went out my head. You know, with Kylie being in hospital and everything.
Yeah, well, I haven't got time to do it, so maybe you could sort it by tomorrow.
Yeah. I've got me next customer. Oh, Mrs. Braceman, have you been away? Have you gotten a lot of them?
Did you get all that, Julia? Or do you want me to run through it again?
Did you say he was round at the Cork Hills with their Lindsay?
Like he said, his private life's his own business.
If she gets her claws into him again, it'll all end in tears, believe me.
It's none of our business, Julia.
I was only saying.
Yeah, well, don't bother.
Are you sure you haven't put on weight?
He's just so amazing, the way he seems to know something about everything. We were in the museum today looking at an African bronze, and he could tell me more about it than it said on the plaque. Was he like that when you were going out with him?
Oh, yeah, it made a great impression on me. Even more than shopping.
You did love him, didn't you?
Oh, I suppose so. 18 years ago.
Well, I say I suppose so. Why can't you just say yes or no?
All right, yes. But I was young, I was impressionable. And he was older than me.
Only a few years.
Yes, but I was a first-year undergraduate. What did I know about anything? And he was more worldly wise, and he could... Oh, I don't know.
He could what?
Oh, manipulate me, I suppose. Just like he manipulated everyone. All the people in the AAV group. They'd do whatever he wanted. He had a way of making them want to.
Yeah, maybe because they believed in him too.
Louise, it wasn't like that. I don't like saying this.
But
he used his charms, his personality to exploit people. I would never have gone with him on the night of the raid if I hadn't fallen in love with him, and he knew it.
So are you saying he didn't love you?
He said he did. I don't know.
So you're telling me I was conceived by just sex? I'm here because of nothing more than that?
No, there was passion from both of us.
But not love?
Well, yes, of a sort. But it wasn't a great tragic romance, and I can't tell you that it was.
So you're telling me I was just a meaningless mistake?
No. Well, you weren't planned. But you can't say that... Well, all I'm trying to say is that I can't give you a perfect story, and I won't make things up, not again. But I can't give you what you might need to hear.
Why did you give me away?
I've told you before, we've been over and over this. I can't remember all my feelings all that time ago.
Sorry. I know it must be hard for you after all this time.
And I'm sorry too. But all I can say is that I was trying to escape from Marcus.
What?
I've told you, I was young, I was fascinated by him and everything he stood for. Well, at least what I thought he stood for. And I couldn't break away from him. Not until he was arrested that night at the laboratory.
You make it sound like he controlled you.
Well, that's what it felt like. That's the effect he had on people, me included. He enveloped them. And that's what I want you to know. That's why I want you to be careful.
Why would he try and control me?
Well, that's just it. I don't know. My paranoia again?
You said it, not me.
I just want you to be aware of what he can be like. The way he manipulated people was insidious.
Well, that was you, not me. And even if you haven't got any respect for him, I have.
Dad?
Yeah?
Can't find school trip money.
Well, did you take it with you this morning?
Nah, I forgot. Mr. Lewis said it's got to be in tomorrow, otherwise I can't go on a school trip to Alton Towers.
I'm here next to the pool, though. You sure you haven't put it in your pocket?
I'm dead sure. Have you seen the school trip money? A £5 on here.
No.
It was here last night, I saw it.
You sure you haven't seen it, Jimmy?
No.
You wanted money yesterday, Jimmy. Have you taken Leah's £5 note?
No.
I don't think you're telling me the truth, are you? Is it in here?
I'm not gonna do it.
Why is it in here? Go on, tip it all out.
No, Dad, please.
She wouldn't steal money, Dad. I know she wouldn't.
If you've got nothing to hide, empty it out.
Why did you have to show me up like that? I started my periods and I didn't have money to buy anything.
God, Gemma, I'm so sorry.
Why did you have to do that?
If you're not doing any more revising tonight, maybe you could help me with my homework.
It's this ginger girl. I've decided to take the payoff that the company's offering. And I know your dad think I'm selling a house, but I reckon we're best shut. But what do you think?
Don't ask me.
I am asking you. It's not an A-level subject. You don't have to go off on one. Well, what do you think?
I think that boss set it up just to get rid of her.
I think even this 2 O-level failures worked that one out.
I can't understand why she admitted carrying on with a bloke who's old enough to be her dad. I mean, she's not that much older than me, is she?
No, she's half-faced little cow.
Yeah, but isn't she embarrassed? I'd be dead ashamed if anyone found out I've been seeing some owl fella and taking prezzies and that off him.
You did set it up to get caught thieving, you know.
Why bother doing all that? He was divorced, so it didn't matter if anyone found out about them. Could just sacked it off like any other girlfriend. She's probably gone then anyway, out of shame.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. But why then?
I know you think she's a little slag and that, but why bother with all this compensation stuff when he could have forced her out some other way? Maybe he's got something to hide. Maybe she knows too much about something else that he's up to.
Like what?
Oh, Mother, you read the papers every day, don't you?
Not if I can help it.
Maybe he's into something dodgy. Drugs, dressing up.
You mean that sort of dodgy?
Gemma,
Go away.
I just wanted to say I'm sorry. James? I feel really bad about this, you know. And I feel so stupid and all. It's just that things have been so bad this past year, you know, with Grandma Gladys dying and the court case and everything. Not enough people to run the shop. I just haven't been taking enough notice of you, have I? Look, I'm sorry, babe. If you needed this stuff, you just had to ask me, you know.
Go away.
Can't we talk about it?
Go away, Dad.
James.
Well, forget blowtorch vindaloos. 2 sisters-in-law want to serve up a real taste of India in a typical curry house. They get their chance in Chef for a Night, next on 4.
Sick of it. It's all rubbish.
What happened to the magazines I brought you in? I can fetch you some more.
It's all right. What are they going to tell me something, eh?
Oh, you'll just have to wait.
It's over 24 hours since the operation. I would have thought they could have told me something by now.
Look, you're going to have to be patient.
What about my job, eh? I need to know for that. I need to know if I'm going to spend the rest of my life fighting fires or sharpening pencils at Brigade HQ.
Don't be thinking like that, Ben.
Well, I can't help it. I want to know what's going to happen.
But you're just going to have to wait.
Why did it have to happen to me, eh? A few hours later and I'd been on that shout to the explosion. Not caught up in the middle of the bloody thing. I can't believe I'll never turn out with our watch again.
Hello, Jackie D's house.
She's taking the soft option, isn't she? I mean, if she took her time, she might meet Mr. Right.
And what if Mr. Right doesn't want to take a kiddo, eh? Let's just leave her to it and wait and see what happens, eh? Listen, try and get her to go back to work, will you? I have got an essay to do this week, as well as that job application.
Hiya. I've just spoken to the doctors. Carly had her last test results this morning, and she definitely hasn't got brain damage. She's going to be out next Tuesday.
Oh, great, good old Carly, eh? That's the cork-ill blood in her, that. Never say die.
Jimmy, it's all right. I know what he's saying.
Listen, I better get off. Tell her that her granddad will try and get in. No, tell her that her granddad will definitely get in to see her over the weekend. See you later.
See you, Dad.
See you, love. Listen, love, I know what you said, but your dad's off his head with work, you know. Why don't you go back to Chippy?
Not until Carly's back safe at home.
But, love, Carly's fine on the children's ward. She's enjoying herself. You don't have to keep vigilant about bedside, do you?
I need to be there just in case she needs me.
Well, I don't want to be funny, love, but, I mean, maybe she needs some time away from me, you know. Time to spend with friends her own age and get her confidence back.
I think she needs a mother after what she's just been through.
I think she needs to get some sort of reality back into her life. Hospital's not going to give her that, is it? And maybe you should go back to work.
And what's that mean?
Well, maybe you need a dose of reality too.
Yeah?
Would you and Peter be rushing back into this relationship of yours if you hadn't spent hours and hours together in the hospital?
Look, we both had our say, and you know how I feel. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get changed, then to tell Peter the good news about Kylie.
Have you told Carl about the health and safety thing?
No, I haven't. And, they said I this morning. The health and safety want to see me for another interview next Wednesday in Booton.
You're gonna have to tell her, you know, son. You can't hide it any longer.
Yeah, I know. But I thought I'd leave it for a little bit, you know. I mean, we might get some good news about Ben before then.
Keeping secrets won't help, you know that.
I know that. And, I've got another one. I've had the knockback from the insurance. Posty's really had it in for me today, hasn't he? They refused to cough up for the stuff I had in stock.
Why?
I don't know. I've been on the phone to them for ages, but they won't listen. It's a mess, isn't it? Anyway, here's me going on about my problems. You haven't come round to listen to that. What's up, mate?
Doesn't matter, mate.
No, go on.
Well, I was hoping to catch your Carmel, actually. You know that business with our Gemma? It was all down to her trying to hide the fact that she started her periods.
Ah, well, that's a relief.
Oh, well, no, not really. The thing is, I made a bit of a show of her when we found out that she'd been to Rafalio. I mean, she was desperate to buy some, you know, sanitary stuff, and so now we're not speaking. So I wondered if you or Carmel could give me a bit of advice, you know, with there being a woman and a single parent, like.
That'll be here now. In here, love. Oh, yeah. How is he?
Not so good. He's really depressed.
Any word from the doc?
Not much. Do you want a drink, Mick?
No, thanks, babe. I'm just going to open the shop up, you know.
Mick's got something to ask you.
Look, it doesn't matter. I'll do another time. You've got enough on you, please.
He's fallen out with Gems.
Oh, no. Why?
Well, I hadn't realised she started her periods, and,
Oh, go on. Tell me.
They want me down at Bootle next week for a formal interview. Well, just make sure you stick to your story. It was all down to Sinbad. It's going to be hard, though, Michael.
What's going to be hard?
The health and safety want him to go for a formal interview, you know, about the gas explosion.
You? What's it got to do with you?
Well, I sort of caused it.
You what?
I got a cooker off Sinbad and I connected it up myself. It must have been faulty. Look, he shouldn't have let you have the hose connected in the first place, Dad. He's breaking the law.
God almighty, you could end up in right lumber over that.
No, it's all right, Jack. He's done the right thing. Yeah, well, I'm not too sure about that. He's made a statement saying it was Sinbad who connected it. Well, he can't take the blame, can he? I mean, not with his heart condition. Yeah, I know that, Michael, but...
Thank God for that.
I didn't think you'd side with him over something like this.
Too right. You stick to your statement, Dad.
But I feel guilty, Jackie. People got hurt.
And that's why you've got to keep your head down. There'll be all sorts of court cases over this. Even I'm putting in for loss of business. If that lot of the health and safety nail you on that, you'll end up with everyone trying to sue you.
They wouldn't do that, surely.
Oh, get real, Dad. In the end, these things are always about money. So it's best that Sinbad carries the can than it's him that'll get sued.
I don't believe I'm hearing this.
Dad, I'm being practical. Listen, Sinbad was running a business. He's got public liability insurance, which will take care of the damages. You've got next to nothing, and you're certainly not covered for stuff like gas explosions.
I can't explain it, really. But when you get your first period, well, it can be a bit frightening. And then once you get used to the idea, well, it makes you feel good.
It's not what she says every month when she's doubled up with bellyache.
Do you mind? It does, though, Mick. It makes you feel grown up. A real woman, if you like.
I made a real mess of things, haven't I? I should have realised she was the right age, no?
Don't go blaming yourself for that. You're only a fella, after all. But remember, it's a real big step on your way to growing up.
Like your first girlfriend, I suppose.
Your first pair of longies.
Getting your first goal playing footy in the schoolyard. Learning to ride a two-wheeler.
Your first, well, you know, I'll leave that out, shall
If you've quite finished. But try and make it feel a bit special, Mick. And be prepared for the next time.
Oh, yeah, I'll get that passes then, mate.
Cheers.
I'll have a word with her, you know, if you think it might help.
No, you're all right, Carm. You've got enough on your plate. But thanks anyway.
Well, perhaps you could spend more time with her.
Nah, I suppose I haven't given her enough this past year. No, you're right. I'll do something to make her feel real special.
It's the hospital of Mr. Clarkson, the surgeon.
What did he say?
He didn't. Oh, God, I hope it's good news.
Hey, look, we'll all be rooting for him, mate.
I know that, mate, but he's been really depressed, you know. And what's going to happen if he never walks again?
Can you tell me what
Oh, on the fire brigade, it's his life. He won't get over it if he loses his job and he's stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
He wants me to go down the Aussie.
Well, what did he say?
Just to come down. I want to go and have to make myself look presentable.
Well, I'll run you down the Aussie.
Thanks, mate.
I really think you should tell her about the interview, you know. I'll get the car.
Okay.
So that's definite. Absolutely no brain damage.
That's what the doctor said.
Oh, brilliant. God, what a relief. Your mum and dad must be made up.
Oh, we all are.
So how is she today? Is she still on the children's ward?
Yeah. Look, Peter, I thought maybe, you know, you could come back to ours later for a bit of dinner and we could go and see her together.
Well, the dinner sounds like a really good idea, but I won't be able to get away this afternoon, Linz. And Jackie's been on me back about this, you know. I've got to get it finished today. V8 flaming tea.
Can't it wait?
It can't, Linz. You know, it should have been done days ago. And, well, I have been kind of sidetracked with one thing and another.
I just, well, you know, thought it'd be nice if we went to see her together.
We'll go tonight, eh? Ange, I'm just going to nip out for some lunch, love.
Ah, Mrs. O'Leary. Thanks for coming in. Now, I won't beat about the bush. You know, of course, that Ben had his spine fixated almost as soon as he was admitted after the accident. Things were very uncertain then. Subsequently, he rather recklessly attempted to get out of bed. This meant that he had to be refixated. The situation isn't ideal.
Is he going to be all right? Is he going to be able to walk again?
I'm sorry, but I can't answer that at the moment. There's nerve tissue damage. But we're not sure if the paralysis is of a temporary nature or not. Only time will tell.
Well, how long?
It could be months. What we do know is that Ben needs better care. More specialist care than we can provide here. So I've decided to have him transferred to a special spinal unit.
Where?
I'm not sure yet. We'll be looking for a bed. It could be on Merseyside. It could be elsewhere. I know you won't want him living too far away, but believe me, the treatment will be the best. I'm afraid it's just a question of time.
Can you tell us the likelihood of him walking again?
I can't. I'm sorry. It takes time for the spinal cord to heal. If it does, then all well and good. His chances are high. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I can explain this to Ben, or you can do it yourself, Mrs. O'Leary. It's a matter for you to decide.
We'll tell him.
Administration will get everything in train for the transfer. It could be a few weeks yet. Stay here as long as you wish.
How am I going to tell him he's going to be away for months?
Well, if she gets out next week, I'll see if I can wangle some time off. Maybe we can spend the day off together.
Oh, yeah, why not? I was thinking of asking you to persuade her to go back to work. She's dressed for it.
Isn't it a bit early for that?
Well, if we were better fixed, there'd be no problem, you know, but we need the money.
Oh, come on, Mum, it's not that bad.
You don't know what goes out of this house every month.
Well, if it is money, maybe I could help.
There's no need for that.
It's not a problem. Just tell me what you need and pay me back when you're sorted.
I don't need your money, thanks, Peter.
You stuck a pickle up your nostril today?
God only knows. I'm glad you came round.
I am too. Although not the same impact as the previous at-home outfit.
I wanted to ask you something.
So did I.
Go on, then.
Aren't I supposed to say, go on then and all?
Then go on. You came round.
OK. I wanted to ask you if you wanted this back.
Is it the original one, the one you threw away?
I found it just after the explosion. Fate. Or an omen or something.
It still fits.
So it should. So?
What?
Will you?
What?
Marry me?
Yeah. Dead right.
Are you sure?
I'm dead sure.
You see what you're doing. You're moving too fast. We don't need this, Mum. And you don't need to be rushing into things.
Why?
Because you'll have people pointing their fingers at you, won't you, and talking behind your back if it doesn't happen. You need to be leading up to something like this, don't you? Not rushing into it.
Listen, Jackie, I want this to happen. There's nothing I want more than to take care of Lindsay and Kylie.
Just leave it, will you, love, eh?
No, I won't leave it. Just listen to me,
I can understand you being worried, both of you, but I know what I'm doing. And I'm sure Lindsay's going to try as hard as me. We're going to do everything we can to make this marriage work. That's all I can say.
Look, we're going to have to go. Dad, I'll go into work tomorrow if it helps.
Thanks, love.
Well, you could have said something.
Oh, well, I might have said congratulations or something like that. If I could have got a bloody word in. Oh, come on, love. They're not kids. Peter is not a fool, and anyway, I believe him. I think he could make a go of it.
Of course he'll make a go of it. He loves her. It's our daughter that bothers me.
If it's what she wants.
You don't understand, do you, Jimmy? If Barry Grant was lying at the bottom of the Mersey with his feet in a bucket of concrete, yeah, I wouldn't be too bothered, but he's not. We don't know when he's going to turn up again, and that's when the trouble starts.
Don't be talking rubbish. He's not going to turn up. It's not his style to go back.
Oh, no. Listen, Jimmy, what our Lindsay felt for Barry Grant was passion. Now, it's not like that with her and Peter, you know. That's just a loving friendship. When Barry Grant comes back, it'll all blow up again.
Do you know something, Jackie? You're paranoid about him.
I had a flick through this on the bus. I had a piece about that mad club you went to in Amsterdam. You know, the one with all the birds into the body piercing.
Not going to be going there again, am I?
Oh, come on, mate. Don't be so defeatist.
Save your breath, Mike. I've had this from me, man, day in, day out. There's nothing anyone's going to say that's going to make me feel any better.
I'm only trying.
I'll go back to work.
I've only been here half an hour.
I think that's enough for both of us, don't you? Go on, Dixon. Do one.
Do you want me to bring anything for you?
All I want is to get up and walk out of here. I'll see you.
Would you prefer to go in on your own?
I want you to come in with me.
Well, do you want to wait till later till you feel a bit better?
No, I'm all right.
Okay. Yeah. All right, mate. You been in to see Ben?
Yeah. You coming in with me then?
Yeah, I'll be right behind you, love, okay?
I haven't seen him this depressed since it all happened. So when are the doctor's going to be able to tell him something to cheer him up?
Well, the surgeon called us in. He told us he's going to have to go to a spinal unit for a few months.
Months?
Yeah, and it's worse than that. He might never walk again. And it's all down to your dad.
What are you doing now?
Double free period for private study.
Oh. Make sure you settle down and get some done, eh?
Ah, too slow seeing you coming, mate.
What's all this?
It's all right, Gemma.
What for?
Well, that's like a celebration. She's reached a milestone in her life. She's a woman now.
Why? Because she started, you know.
I got it all wrong, Lee. I wanted to appreciate that we understand.
So we're having a party for that?
A little family celebration, just the three of us.
But I'm going out.
Leo, I want you here for tea. It's important.
But I promised to meet Deggs and Jonesy in the park.
No, I am afraid. You have time off to study and then it's tea with Gemma and me.
It's a long road, love. And you're just at the beginning of it.
Yeah, it's a waiting game from now on, mate.
I'm fed up of bloody waiting. I'll get sent off to somewhere like Stoke Mandeville, and no matter how great they are, no matter what they do, me, Ben O'Leary, will never walk again.
Ben, don't be like that. You just have to wait. It's just a bit early to say. Ben, look at me, love. I know you're upset, but...
Ah, here she is. 3 gems. So what do you think, babe? BLT sarnies, chocolate fingers, and your favourite, strawberry flan?
What's it for?
It's for you. Look, I'm sorry about yesterday. So I've done your specialty.
There's no need.
Yeah, there is. It's a kind of celebration to mark the fact that Gemma Johnson is now a real woman.
You've done it again. You've stirred me up. I feel ashamed.
I knew it was stupid. You shouldn't just forgot about it and left it alone.
Come in.
There you go, Banner. 1 VAT return done and dusted.
You look happy for someone that might get fined for making a late return.
Well, even a VAT inspector must know what it's like to be in love.
Oh, so that's what it is, eh? So it's all back on with you and Lindsay Corker.
That's right. What an item again. Or more than that. The engagement's back on. We're getting married as soon as we can track down our ex and get a divorce.
You are joking?
No. Crossed me out now today. Love conquers all, like.
Well, it's all a bit quick, isn't it?
Well, why not? We were engaged and you made a few bob on champagne, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but the engagement didn't last very long, did it?
We're back on course. No probs. As soon as things are sorted, it's down the aisle for yours truly.
Peter, are you sure?
Listen, everyone's allowed one mistake, and Barry Grant was Lindsay's big mistake, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, fair enough, but... Look, Melissa's hard to say, but are you sure you're not the easy option for her? I mean, you've got a good standard of living, and well, she's trying to bring up a kid on chip shop wages.
There's a bit more to us than that, Jack.
Then why not prove it and wait for a bit? Go with the flow and see how you get on before you go rushing into marriage. I wouldn't want to see you in the same state you were in last time she let you down. Hello, Bob Rookie.
Gemma, can I come in? I've got to sort this out, you know. I feel bad knowing that I've upset you. Let me in, eh? I know it's hard, you know, having your mum living here, but I do try my best, you know. I know if your mum had been here, she'd have known what to do. What to tell you about your periods and that. I'm sorry I didn't realise. I really am sorry.
You made me feel ashamed. You shut me up in front of Ali, and I didn't want you and him to know.
I realise that now. And I'm sorry I made you feel ashamed. You do understand that, don't you? stopped loving you, you know. I've done anything not to show you up like that. And I'm sorry I made you empty your bag out. You do believe me, don't you? Well, give us a kiss, too.
Sorry about the money. I didn't know what to do.
Don't worry about it. Me and Ali have forgotten all about that. Do you need any stuff at the moment? Well, look, why don't I sort things out for next month and for the future? What if I give you some extra money every month so that you can get the stuff you need, all right?
Yeah.
All right. And if you've got any problems, you come see me in the future?
Yeah.
Promise?
Promise.
All right. So, do you fancy that strawberry flan?
Yeah.
Hey, have you been asked down the health and safety next week?
I might have been.
Well, have you or haven't you?
All right, yeah.
Are you going to tell them the truth?
I'm going to be repeating my statement.
Ron, why don't you tell them the truth?
Look, Simba, I don't want to talk about it, all right?
For God's sake, Ron, do you know what me and Carmel are going through? I haven't even been able to tell her about this because of Ben. It's going to destroy us.
Don't talk to him, Dad.
You what?
He doesn't want to discuss it.
Hang on, you've seen the state of Ben. I even told you that he had to go away for treatment. He might never walk again.
Is this true? That doesn't alter your position. You stick to your statement, Dad.
I thought you and Ben were mates. I don't believe this.
Come on, inside.
God almighty. Why are you doing this to me, eh? Why don't you tell them the truth? How can you live with it on your conscience?
Come on, inside.
Ben could be crippled for life. Do you hear me? If you don't tell them the truth, Ron, then it'll be the end for me and Carmel, and she's going to hate me for the rest of her life. Ron, I'm pleading with you here. If you don't tell the truth, then me and Carmel are finished. Do you hear me?
Come on.
She caused controversy and even outrage in parts of America by coming out. But this week, Ellen really does go too far. The last ever episode Next on 4 sees her duet with the Bee Gees.
You know when you finish with that, can I take it in for our Ben?
Yeah, sure. Grab it now.
So, might help take his mind off things.
Yeah. You and me Aussie this time in the morning?
Well, yeah, I thought I'd pop into town and get him some decent food. Might cheer him up a bit. You know the way he likes the scran. Anyway, I'll see you later.
Hey, listen, Carmel,
What?
well, it's about Ben. Thing is, well, look, well, it's nothing. Yeah, look, give him this.
20 quid?
Yeah, you can get him some extra stuff and that.
Oh, Simba, he'll be made up.
Well, that's the least I can do.
Thanks, eh? Thanks for everything. Being here with us these last few weeks and supporting us. I don't know what I'd have done without you. Oh, come here. See ya.
And you never watched The Big Breakfast?
No.
Oh, wait, where's the horoscopes in this thing?
So, much on today?
No, not really. Just helping Alan move some stuff back into the office, you know, boxes of files and that.
Oh, right, yeah. Is the office finished?
Well, just about. Just waiting for the skating boards to get ready for the carpets, but we should be up and running again by tomorrow.
So what about you?
Sorry.
Much on today?
Oh, right, yeah. I've got an appointment with the midwife this morning.
Oh, right, of course. Susanna said.
I'll get that.
Oh, thanks. So, you've made it to your 20th week?
Yeah, I've got the big skin coming up on Friday.
Fingers crossed.
Hello? Yeah? Oh, there she is now. That's for you.
Thanks. Hello? Oh, right. Oh, marvellous. Oh, good. Right then, see them later, OK? Bye. Bingo! That couple who came to see the house on Sunday, the estate agent says they want to come round again and that they're really keen.
Great.
Nice one.
They'll be here in half an hour.
Johnny, I haven't finished my breakfast yet.
Oh, well, there isn't time. Girls, your room's tidy.
God, just like being back at home, isn't it? We'll go and do it now.
Yeah, and any dirty washing?
We know, not on the bedroom floor. We'll bring it down. Excuse me.
Okay.
Thanks.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, just having those two around, like having kids again, isn't it?
Well, you usually do get the opportunity to house train your own. Which we'll get soon, eh? I mean, Jackie's just reminded me she's in her 20th week.
Oh, yes, I know, time's just flying by. Anyway, Max, all hands on deck.
No, Susanna.
Come on, Max, action stations. This is going to be a really big week for us. The week when we finally sell the house.
Sorry I can't help you. Oh, you seeing your bank manager's far more important, especially with the overdraft I've got. Anyway, I pay Katie to help me. So what time's your appointment?
11:30.
Oh, well, if you're not busy this afternoon.
Well, actually, I am. I'm seeing Marcus.
Oh, I see.
Please don't be like that. You only know the Marcus of 20 years ago. He's changed, honestly.
And I suppose he told you that?
He didn't have to. I can see it for myself. He's gentle, intelligent, understanding.
Louise, you're 18 and I'm 37. I think I know a little bit more about life than you do. And you didn't know Marcus 18 years ago.
Just like you don't know him now. I do. And I trust him. And what's more, he trusts me.
Do you want these? What? Tights, you want them? No, bin them. Most of them are snagged. All right? Yeah, I just can't wait till we're back on our own flat. Oh, me neither. Susanna doesn't give you a minute's peace, does she? I know what it's been like for the past 6 months. She means well, but yeah, she does go on a bit though, doesn't she?
Come on, girls. You two not finished yet?
Nearly done. 5 more minutes. Right, I'll just get rid of this. Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Nervous about today?
No. Just seeing the midwife, aren't I?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be any problem, should there?
No, of course not. Then we go see the scan on Friday.
Chance to see the baby again, eh?
Oh, I know. I can't wait. I'm counting the minutes till then.
Oh, yes, very nice. Aye, up along.
All right.
Hang about.
What is it, Jimmy?
Well, nice to see you and all. What's up with you? Your face is tripping you.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, mate. It's just that let's carry on with the explosion and that.
All right. Towering Inferno still in his sickbed?
Oh, cheers, Jimmy. The lad might never walk again.
Joke. Just trying to cheer you up.
Yeah, well, it's going to take more than you being a dickhead.
All right, cool it, will ya? Just come over to ask you if you fancy going to the party. Our Carly's on from the Aussie today.
All right.
And a little bit of a do for her. She'd love to see her Uncle Sinbad.
Yeah, well, some of the time, I don't think it's appropriate right now, you know, with Ben and that.
Yeah, I understand.
Anyway.
Hey, listen. You seen my balloons? Cracker, aren't they? Bet you don't know which one of the Teletubbies is a Scouser.
You what?
Which one of the Teletubbies is a Scouser? All right, la. Good then, isn't it?
See you later, Jim.
Yeah, see ya. All right, love. Need an hand?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Watch the bottom doesn't go through on there.
Thanks for your advice.
Aye.
Jimmy!
Oh, me balloons!
God, this is all we need.
Hello again.
Hello. Hi.
Jimmy, you dipstick! Those balloons were supposed to be going on the door!
It's your fault, that. You made me jump.
You'd like to come in.
Just go
Bye-bye,
through to the
Gypsy.
living room.
Bye-bye, Lala. To infinity and beyond, eh?
All right, sir.
I'm up the proverbial creek without a paddle. Don't know what I'm going to do, mate.
Come, mate. Just put the kettle on.
Tea and sympathy, eh?
I don't know. Might be able to stretch to a coffee.
So, feel free if you want to have another look round, and any questions, just give us a shout.
OK, thanks.
And don't worry about the little one. She'll be fine with us. What do you reckon?
Promising.
Oh, I think very promising.
Yeah, but we could have done without the performance from the clown Corkill.
Oh, timing impeccable as ever.
Yeah. She's lovely, isn't she?
Oh, gorgeous. What are you thinking?
Well, could be us soon. Jackie's made it to her 20th week, so she's halfway there, providing there's no hiccups.
Max, there won't be any hiccups.
No, well, we'll know for sure when she's had the scan, then.
Everything's going fine. Don't worry.
Hello?
I'll go.
Okay.
Come on, Jimmy, what's wrong with you? You're usually full of us here.
Very fun. What you made me do now?
Come on, just get on with it. They'll be here any minute. Yeah, what do you think?
It's great, that, love. Fit for a princess.
Do you think Carly will like it?
It should be made up. Listen, bit of a double celebration anyway, innit?
Why, what do you mean?
Well, you know, our Lindsay and Teasy Weezy decided to tie the knot.
Oh, yeah, right.
I have to make a bit of a speech, won't I? You know, wish them all the best. Hope it works out in that way.
This time? Well, it's not the first time they've been engaged, is it?
Yes, I know.
It didn't work out last time.
Only because that head the ball Barry Grant turned up, stuck his oar in.
And who's to say he won't turn up again? Hiya!
Yeah, I did it, yeah.
Hiya!
Hey,
We brought home to see you.
to see you, Nana and Grandad. Oh, great to have your own cars, isn't it, love?
It's lovely to have you home again. Oh, look at the lovely spread your grandma's done.
Hey, listen, nothing's too much for our Carly. We'll have to get your Nana to do the catering for the wedding, won't we, eh?
Oh, right. Well, I'll put the kettle on. And I've got some lemonade for you.
Oh, not nice.
So how come the health and safety drag you in again tomorrow? I thought they finished with it.
Well, I suppose while me and Ron are telling different stories.
Is he still saying that you fitted the cooker? Oh, so he gets off scot-free and they throw the book at you?
Yeah. Eleanor reckons it could be as much as a £5 grand fine. Or if the worst comes to the worst, 6 months inside.
You're joking, are you?
Well, either way, I'll lose my business, won't I? The insurance haven't paid out, and if they decide it is my fault, they're not going to pay out, are they? It'll be the end of me business and the end of me and Carmel as well.
You don't know that, mate.
She finds out that I supplied that cooker.
You still haven't said anything to her?
I've tried to, mate. I keep building myself up, but at the last minute... I mean, the son might never walk again because of me.
And Ron Dixon.
You know, I don't think Carmel's going to see it that way.
Well, there's only one way to find out, mate.
I can't, mate.
You've got to. Look, if the health and safety charges, she's going to find out anyway.
Yeah, but if I can square it with Ron, get him to tell him that he fitted the cooker.
Come on, Sam.
Well, I might just get away with a caution or something. She might never even find out.
It doesn't work that way.
How do you mean?
All the lies. Going behind people's backs. I've been there, Sam. When Gladys died.
That was different.
No, it wasn't. I mean, that was about deceit, wasn't it? Believe me, it doesn't do anyone any good. And it catches up with you in the end. It always does. So get it out the way, mate. You've got to tell Carmel the truth.
Look who's come to see you. See you, Lou?
All right, seeing as we're all together, you're good. Although we might as well have a toast to our Kylie. Home, safe and sound.
I'll drink to that.
Here. And to Lindsay and Peter, congratulations and here's to many happy years together.
I'll drink to that.
Hang on, love, there's one more.
Come on, Jimmy. We're all down to thirsty.
All right. To the new Year 7 history teacher.
To the what? Who?
New teacher at Manor Park.
Jimmy didn't say he had a new job.
Yeah, I was waiting till we were all together, you know, triple celebration and that, like.
That's great news, love. Well done, Dad.
Jimmy, that's brilliant. When did you start?
Well, they haven't said.
Well, how come?
Because I haven't actually got the job yet.
Jimmy, I thought...
No, hang on. It's just a matter of time, isn't it? The job's in history, right? Same job I'm doing now. The job I've been doing dead good in, you. And they've asked me to apply, haven't they? So it's just a formality. So, cheers. Here's to Kylie, Lindsay, Peter, and yours truly. Happy days.
Cheers. Cheers.
Looks like you could do with a refill. I'm sorry. I got held up at the uni.
You're at the university?
Yeah. Speaking to one of the environmental studies guys, he wants me to give a talk.
Really?
You think it's a good idea?
Of course. I mean, it's what you want to do, isn't it? Lecturing, writing.
I don't know.
Well, it's a start. I mean, you're just getting back on your feet.
Yeah, I know, but, well, to tell you the truth, I suppose I'm a bit nervous. I mean, spending 18 years behind bars is hardly the ideal preparation for public speaking.
I suppose not.
Listen, I know this is going to make me sound like a real wimp, but if I do decide to do it, would you come and watch me? You know, give me a bit of moral support.
Do you think you could keep me away?
Thanks. Right. I guess I'll go and get the drinks in.
Well, if you do hear anything, if you could let us know. Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
Hiya.
Hi, estate agents.
All right.
Everything go okay with the midwife?
Jackie, how did it go? Oh, it was fine. Yeah, great.
No problems?
No.
Well, there you are, Max. Told you everything would be all right. Oh, it is nothing. Max just being a bit of a fusspot. Have you told Jackie our news? What about the couple who came to see the house?
Oh, yes. Well, yes, it seems as if they're going to put in an offer for the house.
Oh, nice one.
Great, isn't it? I mean, everything's going according to plan. Max, I wouldn't mind that coffee you promised earlier.
There's only about half a dozen big biotech companies, but they're controlling what the world eats, you know, the way we live our lives. They're hand in hand with governments, educational establishments, you name it. Because they are the private sector companies who cough up the money to pay for research the governments refuse to pay for.
God, so they control what we eat?
Yeah, battery farm chicken, BSE-contaminated beef, genetically engineered vegetables, irradiated fruit. The list is endless.
There's so much going on that people don't know about, that I don't know about.
Will, Eleanor be wondering where you are?
She knows where I am.
How did she take that?
How do you think?
I see.
She gets stressed if I even mention your name. I can't stand it. Sometimes... Oh, I don't know.
What?
It's just... It feels like she's trying to make me choose between you and her.
Well, that isn't very fair. I mean, she's not exactly my #1 fan, but to try and stop you seeing me, it's...
I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in the middle.
I bet you do.
It does my head in.
Well, look, would it help if I tried to meet her again? You know, tried to have a decent conversation this time? It's got to be worth a try, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, that would be great, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. I think there's been enough bad blood, hasn't there? Okay, you tell Eleanor that I want to talk to her. It's time we got things sorted out.
So you sure about this job, then?
Of course I am. It's a nap. Just got to keep in the good books.
You're not doing yourself any favours, are you? Taking days off sick?
Listen, I took the day off to be here for our Kylie coming home. I wouldn't have missed that. Like I say, I'm the blue-eyed boy, mate. Can't put a foot wrong.
Oh, thanks for going to all this trouble for Kylie. It was lovely.
It was for you and the boy wonder as well, you know.
Was it? Was it what? You mean Peter as well?
Yeah, of course.
And what's that supposed to mean? Well, we've hardly been snowed under with your congratulations cards, have we?
Yeah, well, once bitten, twice shy, you know.
What?
Well, we've been here before, haven't we, Linz? And last time ended in tears.
Yeah, but things will be different this time. Oh, so don't you want me to be happy then? Of course I want you to be happy. There's nothing more in the world I'd like. But it's not about what I want, is it? It's about what you want. Well, I know what I want. I want Peter. I love him. Yeah, Lindsay, I know you love him. But can you say hand on heart that you're in love with him? You are? Because there's a world of difference between the two, you know, love. Loving someone and being in love with them. Don't start. If you're marrying him for the wrong reasons, you'll never find happiness, and I promise you that. And what happens if Barry Grant comes knocking on the front door? Mum, you'd throw it all away again, wouldn't you? Lindsay, just think of the pain, the upset. For you, for Kylie, and for poor Peter.
There you go. Tar. So, how did you go this morning? What's up?
Well, I got talking to one of the nurses about whether I should have an amniocentesis or not.
Well, I thought they were just for old women.
Well, usually they are. But when I told her about Max already having Alice, they wanted to know what sort of Downs Alice was or something. I mean, as if I'm supposed to know.
So the different types, then?
Well, something to do with T chromosomes. Anyway, so she went off and they had this big conflab.
Who, the doctors and that?
Yeah, and, well, he said I didn't need one.
Why not?
Well, the doctor reckoned that the tests I've already had show that the baby's okay.
And are you happy with that?
Well, yeah, I think so.
If I was you, I'd want to find out the baby was all right for sure, you know, if it's Downs or not.
Yeah, well, I think I'd rather not know.
What?
Well, it's not going to be me bringing up, is it? Be the Farnhams.
Yeah, but what happens if it is Downs and they don't want it, you know, because of the way it was?
Casey, we've got an agreement.
Jackie, you can have all the agreements in the world, but if they don't want it, they don't want it. And we're not talking about a new car here, it's a baby. I mean, if you and Max were married, that'd be one thing, but you're not. And they're paying you for a healthy baby.
Katie, I thought you were supposed to be helping me.
Yeah, I'm just getting a drink. If that baby isn't healthy and they walk away, who's going to be left holding it for the rest of her life? I'll have to go. I'll see ya.
Hey.
All right.
Oh, Ben said thanks.
What for?
Well, I got him a couple of CDs with that money he gave me.
All right.
And he seemed a bit bright, eh? That food from town went down well. I have to remember that for the future. I go and put the kettle on.
Hang on a sec.
What is it, I'm parched?
Look, just a minute, please. I've got something to tell you, and I can't wait any longer.
What?
God, I don't know how I'm going to say this.
Say what? What's the matter?
The cougar they think might have caused the explosion.
Yeah?
It was one of mine. I let him have it.
You what?
I know I should have said something sooner, and I tried to. Honest to God, Carmel, please, you've got to believe me, but I didn't think he'd try and fit it himself. I told him to get someone in to do it, but he just went ahead and did it anyway.
You did what? What are you talking about?
Ron Dixon fitted that cougar, and I swear to God, if I thought he was going to try and fit it himself, I never would have sold it to him in the first place. You got to believe me, Carmel, I never meant to do it. And now Ron Dixon's trying to blame me, saying that I fitted the cougar. That's why I'm telling you all this, because the health and safety want to do me, because Ron's lied to them. They want to interview me tomorrow, and I know you're mad with me.
It was his fault all along.
You what?
My Ben's facing the rest of his life in a wheelchair. And it's all down to Ron Dixon.
Well, yeah, but...
But Ben went in to save him. That's how he got hit. I mean, if he hadn't have gone in after him, he'd be all right now, wouldn't he?
Well, I suppose so.
He'd still be able to walk. He was trying to save Ron. And it was Ron Dixon's fault all along.
Jack?
Hiya.
Have you thought any more?
About nothing else, Casey. My head's done in. Do you really think I should have this test?
Well, you should get a second opinion at least. You've got to find out if the baby's all right.
But you do know there's a risk having an amnio, don't you?
Yeah, but I think it's a risk worth taking. I mean, to know the baby's healthy. You don't want to be carrying a Downs baby, do you?
No, but Well, I can't make them do the test, can I?
Yeah, we'll just find another hospital that will.
Yeah, but it's not going to be my baby, is it? It's going to be the Farnhams.
And they'll want it if it's Downs.
Come on, Jackie, get real, will you? They won't want to know. They don't want to look after the dad, baby. That's not what they want from you. Well, come on, would you look after it? Well, someone's got to look after it, haven't they?
Yeah, I know that. So if I have the amnio and the baby is Downs, well, what do I do then?
Well, the Farnhams don't want it and you don't want it. There's only one thing you can do.
Oh, have an abortion.
Oh, look, Jackie, I'm your mate, right? Now, this isn't a normal pregnancy, is it? And you shouldn't bring a baby, any baby, into the world if no one wants it. It's just not fair. Never mind all that morality stuff in them papers Max reads. It's not some intellectual debate, is it? It's about you and your life. You've got to find out if the baby's all right. You've got to have the amniocentesis.
Coming up next on 4, hidden cameras reveal how full-frontal nudity went down with holidaymakers in the tourist trap. Can the Brits bear it when someone bears all? Chef for the Night is coming up in half an hour, but now on 4, Ron Dixon's really in the soup in Brookside.
You ready to go in then?
Listen, Carmel, are you sure this is a good idea, you coming down to the health and safety with me?
Yeah, well, I just want to go and see Ron Dixon before he goes in there.
Well, what are you going to say to him?
Well, I don't know. But I just want to get my hands on him before he goes in.
Is it? Well, that's what I'm worried about.
What?
You getting hold of Ron Dixon. I mean, the mood you're in, you're likely to commit murder.
Yeah.
Listen, Carmel, love, take it easy down there.
Take it easy. He's crippled, Ben. He's tried to stitch you up. Do you think I'm going to let him get away with all that?
No, I don't. But I just don't want any more trouble.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure Ron Dixon gets what's coming to him. So come on, get your stuff together and let's get going.
Are they in yet?
Nah. So much for them wanting us to finish the office in a hurry.
Yeah, well, it's only early, don't it?
No, we'll give them 5 minutes. If they're not here, we'll crack on upstairs.
Yeah.
Cheers. What are you grinning at?
No, I'm just thinking.
About what?
That Eleanor one.
What about it?
You know. She's all right, isn't she?
Yeah, she's sound.
Well, you know, she's not bad, like.
Yeah, but she's been more than decent with us.
I don't mean that. I mean, she's fit.
You what?
Tasty, like.
What are you like?
Look, all I'm saying is that, you know, for a solicitor, like, she's not bad. I mean, she's not what you'd expect.
Is that right?
Well, yeah. I mean, you've seen those lawyers on the telly, haven't you? I mean, Rumpole the Bailey and all that.
Rumpole the Bailey's a fella.
Yeah, I know he is. But he's old, isn't he? And, dead posh, like.
Whatever you say, son.
No Max or Susanna? You've just missed them. Susanna's gone to see a friend in Leeds and Max was taken at the station.
Oh, she's gone to Leeds?
Yeah, just for the day. She'll be back tonight.
Oh, right. She'll have gone to Harvey next. He's doing some damage to Max's gold card.
Yeah, probably. Listen, I've got to shoot a reopening in the office this morning. The kettle's just boiled.
Yeah, thanks.
You all right? You look a little bit rough.
Yeah, well, I didn't sleep very well last night. Thinking about what he says about me having the amnio.
And?
And I've got bags under my eyes.
You still don't know what you're going to do?
What now?
None.
Come on, son, the suspense is killing me.
You know that Katie one?
Yeah, what about her?
She's all right as well, isn't she?
Don't you ever think of anything else?
What?
You've got sex on the brain.
Yeah, well, I'm only saying, aren't I?
Yeah, would you be saying if Katina was here?
You what?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, there's no harm in looking, is there?
Are you serious about it, Owen?
Of course I am.
You could have fooled me.
What is this?
Nothing, I just don't want you messing around.
I'm not messing around. I never do the dirty on it.
I'm glad to hear it.
Morning.
All right, love.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't been waiting long, have you?
Just a couple of minutes.
I'll be out your way in half an hour, love.
Can I have that in writing?
No, it's all right. I'll get that.
Oh, thanks. Charming, isn't he?
All right, Tim.
All right, mate.
So, you off down the health and safety?
Me and Carmel.
What, your Carmel's going with you?
Well, I took your advice and I decided to come clean with it, didn't I?
Oh, nice one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice one, mate. Bet you feel better for it.
Yeah.
So how does she take it?
I'm not sure, really. I mean, I told her the old story and...
Yeah, well, still got head on your shoulders, so,
Well, this is more than Ron Dixon will have by the time Carmel's finished with it.
You what?
Well, she's got it into her head that it's all his fault. I mean, she doesn't even seem that angry with me.
Well, why should she be?
Well, I supplied the cooker and the hose. I mean, I'm to blame as well, aren't I?
Yeah, but you told her not to fit it, didn't you? I mean, you can't be held responsible for what Ron Dixon does.
Yeah, well, let's just up the health and safety, see it that way.
Hey, look, you're halfway there, mate. You've squared it with Carmel. Now you go down the health and safety and you tell the truth and stick to your guns.
And what about Ron? He's going to be telling them a different story. He'll tell them that I fitted the cooker.
I wouldn't worry about Ron Dixon if I was you. He'll be on your side by the time your Carmel's finished with him.
Love, I'm waiting to go.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning,
Hi.
love. All right. What do you reckon of your new office, then?
Yeah, great.
Be even nicer when it's finished.
We'll be out to your way in half an hour, love.
That's what you said half an hour ago.
Yeah, but we had problems with the suppliers. They were supposed to deliver your skating board yesterday. They only turned up this morning.
Oh, right.
Anyway, I'm sure you'll be wanting to get on with it.
We'll be out to your way in 2 ticks.
Right, I'll go and put the kettle on then.
No sugar for me, thanks.
And just one for me, love.
Morning.
All right.
Oh, off down at health and safety again.
All right.
All that business over the explosion, you know. All right, Mick, so there was a bit of a gas leak.
A bit of a gas leak? There's a poor lad lying in the hospital not knowing whether he'll walk again.
Yeah, but you can't blame me for that. Why all me over the coals?
Well, it's someone's fault.
Yeah, well, it was Sinbad's, wasn't it? It was his dodgy cooker.
Yeah, but you fitted it, didn't you?
Who told you that?
Sinbad. And I believe him before I believe you.
What are you talking to, is that?
You fitted that cooker, didn't you?
What?
Come on, Ron, I can see through you like a string vest.
All right, so I fitted it. But I tell you something now, it wouldn't have mattered who fitted it, because it would have blown up anyway. That cooker was dodgy.
Yeah, but you don't know that. Let the health and safety decide.
Ah, the less that shower, no, the better.
Oh, I see. So you're prepared to let Sinbad take the rap, are you?
Well, there's no point in both of us copping for it.
You lousy two-faced...
Hey, that's slander, that, Mick. I could have you for that.
Go on, get out of my sight. But it won't be slander I'm getting done for.
Look, you can come in with me, you know.
I'm going to wait right here for Ron Dixon.
But just take it easy. I don't want you getting into any trouble.
What?
Well, he might think you're trying to intimidate a witness.
I don't care what they think. I've got a son lying in hospital with a broken back, all because of Ron Dixon. And if you think I'm going to go easy for some job's worth in a suit...
Mr. Sweeney?
Yeah.
If you'd like to come this way.
See you in a bit, all right.
Yeah, no, I'm going to start using Stanley's. I've got to plaster.
Hey, Greg.
All right, look, I'll have to go, mate.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's it going?
Sound? Just been putting the finishing touches to Ellen the kitchen's place.
Oh, right, now I meant the flat's upstairs.
Oh, see.
Well, how are you getting on?
Fine, we're getting there.
And what does that mean?
Well, we're just about broken the back of it.
What is it with you builders? You ask a simple question, but you never get a simple answer.
Well, we'll be about another week, I reckon.
Oh, nice one. I can't wait to get back in.
Getting a bit crowded over there, is it?
Well, it's not that. Well, it's like being back at home again, living with your mum and dad.
Hey, don't knock it. Nothing wrong with living with your mum and dad. Is there, son?
If you say so.
Been trying to get rid of him for years, but no one else will have him.
No, it's supposed to be a joke, that, by the way.
Jason. What's this?
Cheers.
Come on then, laughing boy. See ya.
Yeah.
You fancy him?
No, I'm just being friendly.
Oh, go away. You're tripping over your own tongue in a minute.
I've got to admit, he's dead dishy, isn't he? Got a lovely bum.
Yeah, not bad, I suppose.
He's wearing that T-shirt just like the fella off the Diet Coke ad.
Oh, and she reckons she doesn't fancy him. Anyway, Daddy Builder reckons that the flat should be finished sometime next week.
Oh, great. Can't we talk about our own place again?
Anyway, best let you get on.
Just a sec. What are you going to do?
Open the bar up.
I didn't mean that. About the amnio. Sounds like I don't know to me.
It is.
Jackie, you've got to make your mind up.
Yeah, I know.
You're running out of time.
I know that as well. Look, what would you do?
Well, you know what I'd do? I'd have the test.
I don't know.
OK, give me one good reason for not having the amnio.
You what?
Well, I told you why I think you should have it. Let's hear what you've got to say.
Well...
Oh, come on.
Hang on, what is this? I thought you were supposed to be my mate.
I am your mate. I'm trying to help you.
Oh, you could have fooled me. Come to you for some advice and you jumped down my throat.
What?
If you ever get the boot from that place, don't bother applying for a job with the Samaritans, or all kinds will be throwing themselves off buildings.
You swine.
What?
He risked his life for you.
What? Who did?
And now he's lying half crippled in a hospital bed. He was trying to save you.
Yeah, I know, but...
And it was your fault all along.
No, it wasn't.
He'll never walk again. How do you feel about that?
Look, this was nothing to do with me. Honest, Sinbad gave me that cooker.
But it was you who fitted the cooker, wasn't it?
No.
How can you? How can you stand there and lie after what's happened to our Ben? He's thrown away his life to save yours. I mean, doesn't that mean anything?
Look, it wasn't.
Don't you dare. I don't want to hear any of your excuses or pathetic lies.
But I didn't know anything like this was going to happen.
All he ever wanted to be was a fireman, since he was that high. He just wanted to help people. Well, that's finished. His dream shattered because of you. You've ruined his life. And now you're trying to ruin Sinbad's. He's facing prison because of you.
What?
It should be you locked up. He should put you away for what you've done to Ben and throw away the key.
What's going on? Mr. Dixon, this way, please.
You okay?
Come on, let's go.
Just popped in to see Eleanor, check out the new office.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, nice colours, easy on the eye.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah, great.
This is Jason, this is Louise.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you, too.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, sorry, the water's off upstairs. I need to fill up my kettle.
Yeah, just go through up yourself.
Sir.
Thought you wanted to see Eleanor?
No rush. He's all right, isn't he?
Don't know. Nothing special.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Just popped in to look at the new office.
Well, look away.
Thanks for that.
Jason's just filling his kettle. The water's off upstairs.
Now was me thinking I'd seen the back of the builders.
No, we're only going to be here for a couple more days. See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Are you sure it was the office you came to look at?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm going to make a cuppa.
So, what time did you get in last night?
Dunno. Wasn't late.
Well, it was after 12.
Was it?
Yes.
Sorry. Must have lost track of time. Went on a bit of a pub crawl.
Oh?
Well, we were celebrating. Marcus has been asked to speak at the Freedmen's Society at the university. It's great, isn't it? And he's asked me to go along and support him.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Interview between Neil Bond of the Health and Safety Executive and Mr. Ronald Dixon of 2 Brookside Parade, Manor Park. Interview commencing 10:30 a.m., May 13th, 1998. Mr. Dixon chose not to have legal representation. Mr. Dixon, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Look good on the wall, actually.
Yes, I was a bit optimistic about my building, well, should I say builder's schedule. It's a Monet.
Yeah, I've seen the cards in the blue coat. Hey, that's an idea. I could get one for Marcus. Wish him good luck for his talk. Do you think he'll like it?
No idea.
No, I suppose not. Look, are we going to have this performance every time I mention Marcus? I'll take that as a yes. Eleanor, I really don't want to fall out over this.
Oh, and you think I do?
No, of course not. So let's try and sort things out before it becomes a real issue.
Well, there's one easy way of sorting it out. Stop seeing Marcus.
That's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I.
Look, what if you two were to meet?
What?
Well, just to talk.
There's nothing to talk about.
Please.
Louise, that's out of the question.
But why? Marcus is quite happy to meet you.
Oh, is he? You've already talked about it to him, have you?
Well...
All his idea, is it?
What?
Well, that he and I should meet.
Well, yeah, only because he thought it would do some good.
Back 5 minutes and he's already trying to run everyone's lives.
No.
Louise, he's interfering. He's already come between you and me.
He's just trying to be reasonable.
Reasonable was never in his vocabulary.
For God's sake, give him a chance.
Well, that's one thing I won't give him. I made that mistake before.
This is ridiculous. Have you heard yourself? It's pathetic.
Don't you two ever do any work?
We've come in here for a break. You're not starting again, are you?
Yeah, well, the sooner you get my flat finished, the sooner I'll stop nagging you.
Yeah, well, we're not going to be much good to you working on an empty stomach now, am I?
Suppose not, no.
So any chance, like?
Go on, then. What are you having?
2 chilies, 2 chips.
We don't do chips. Fries.
And now the events leading up to the explosion, Mr. Dixon.
Right, yeah.
You say the gas cooker was supplied by Mr. Thomas Sweeney.
Yeah, I got it off Sinbad. Mr. Sweeney, I'm sorry.
I see. And it was Mr. Sweeney who delivered the gas cooker to your flat?
Yeah, it was all in with the price, you know.
Mm-hmm. And you say Mr. Sweeney supplied you with a connector hose?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Now, this is where the discrepancy arises. According to Mr. Sweeney's statement, he left without connecting the gas cooker to the gas outlet. Now, according to your earlier statement, it was Mr. Sweeney who connected your cooker.
Right, I see. Look, just say it was me that connected the cooker. I'm not saying it was, like, but... Well, if it was, what would happen to me?
Go on.
Well, if I had fitted the cooker, would I go to jail, for example?
Mr. Dixon, do you have any further information that you feel might be relevant to the investigation?
Yeah. I think I might have.
You all right? What do you think? Can I come in? You're all right, yeah? Look, Jackie, I don't want an argument. Could have fooled me. Jackie? What? Just talk to me. I tried to talk to you before. Look, I'm sorry about that. But I'm your best mate. I cared about you. I was only trying to help you, you know. Oh, Jackie, please. Yeah, I know you were. And I'm sorry as well for having a go at you. And you're right, I've got to sort out what I'm gonna do. But there's just so many things to think about. Not like... Have you got 2 hours? No, but I can spare 10 minutes.
Sit down, will you, love?
I'd rather be doing something.
If my leg wasn't in plaster, I'd probably give you a hand.
Do you think he'll tell him the truth?
I wouldn't hold my breath.
I hate him for what he's done. I really hate him.
Yeah, I know.
For what he's done to you and our Ben. I mean, hasn't he already caused us enough pain as it is? Got a visitor.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I've told them what really happened. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I never meant anything like this to happen. I mean, I was just making myself something to eat.
they're going to prosecute you then?
Well, they haven't decided yet. Look, I know that there's nothing I can say that'll make things better. But it was just an accident. I didn't know what was going to happen. Sorry.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming clean and telling the truth.
You still here?
Right, well, I'll see myself out.
You all right?
What do you think?
Well, at least he's told the truth, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, I might have got you off the hook. But it's not going to do much for our Ben, is it?
I suppose not. Listen, will you be all right on your own for 5 minutes? I just want to nip up and get a bit of fresh air, no clear me head.
Yeah.
Well, Aunt Farnham's going to want to have the amnio, so they know the baby's all right.
Well, you haven't said anything.
You haven't said anything either, I suppose.
Well, no. But only because I don't want to give them an excuse to back out of the deal. Look, if I have the amnio and the baby isn't healthy and the Farnhams get cold feet, well, where does that leave me?
And if you don't have the test and the baby's born with Downs, where does that leave you? If the Farnhams don't want a Downs baby, it's going to be left with you, isn't it?
God, Casey, what a mess. Look at me. I don't know which way to turn.
Jackie, it's simple. Change hospitals, have the amnio and find out if the baby's all right.
Yeah, but what if it's not all right?
Well, you know.
Katie, I couldn't. You know how I feel about abortion.
What, you think I think it's great or something?
Oh, no, of course not. But once you're pregnant, it's different. Once you've seen the baby on the scan, it's part of you, Casey. And to get rid of it, well, I already thought I'd lost it once in the explosion.
Yeah, I know. But this isn't just about the baby, is it? It's about you as well. It's the rest of your life. I mean, do you want to be left with a baby to bring up? Maybe a handicapped baby? Are you ready for that?
No.
You've got to put yourself first for a change. Have the amnio.
Oh, I don't know.
What are you frightened of?
My own shadow.
Hey, this isn't the Jackie Dixon I used to know. The hard-headed businesswoman, the ace entrepreneur. What happened to her?
Maybe she's going soft in her old age.
Yeah, well, I reckon it's time she toughened up again. Start thinking of yourself, Jackie. You don't want to be saddled with a kid you don't want. You're a kid nobody wants.
Yeah, but the Farnhams might want it even if it was Downs.
And they might not. All right, why don't you just ask them straight? Ask them if they'd be happy with a kid with Downs.
Do you reckon?
That's the only way you're going to find out what they're thinking, isn't it? And if they're not happy, then...
I'm going to have the amnio, aren't I? Look, I'm not saying if there was anything wrong with the baby that I'd get rid of it. Because I don't know if I could do that. Well, I don't know what I'd do. But you're right. I've got to have the test. Find out if the baby's healthy or not.
Hey, Sinbad.
Oh, not now, eh?
Never mind not now, eh? Listen, I'm getting sick and tired of being cast in the role as the villain here.
You what?
Look, I've held my hand up, owned up to what I did.
Yeah, and it's appreciated.
Yeah, all right. And I can understand Carmel wanting to throttle me. What I can't get my head round is your part in all of this.
How do you mean?
Well, you're not everybody as much to blame as I am. Yet Carmel doesn't seem to realise that.
Yeah, well, Carmel's a little bit mixed up at the moment. It's all right, Ron.
Well, you better get us sorted out then, hadn't you? Because you're not out of the woods yet. You gave me that hose for that cougar, remember?
Yeah, and that hose was all right. You must have fitted it wrong.
Oh, behave yourself, will you? If you think I'm going to take all the flack for this...
Look, Ron, no one expects you to take all the flack. But I can't risk losing Carmel because she's all that I've got left.
Spare me the amateur dramatics, eh, Sinbad? Now, this is your problem, not mine. So you better come clean and tell Carmel the truth before I do it for you.
chilies with everything next on 4, when two friends with a passion for hot stuff take over Bill Wyman's restaurant to become chefs for a night.